It's Friday, March 14th, 2014, and I'm Jim Sullivan with your NeoWeather.com video forecast. Looking at what's going on across the region this morning, temperatures starting off in the low to mid 30s, a lot of 36s on the board right now. Not too many clouds. It's actually mostly sunny to start the day. There are a few high clouds over western Ohio that'll dance through, but we're going to start the day mostly sunny and definitely no precipitation this morning. Looking across the entire country this morning, there's not much going on unless you live in the Northwest. That's where there's a lot of rain and some mountain snow. But from the Rockies points east, it's very quiet, and it's not all that cold either. You can see a nice little band of clouds stretching from the Great Lakes into the southern plains. That's with a cold front, and that will move through here later today. It's very cold over Quebec, and there's a nice little bit of cold air there that might affect us, or will affect us later this weekend, and we'll look at that more in a minute. But for today, not a whole lot going on. Coming back to Cleveland, looking at the numbers, yesterday we did 29 and 14. That was well below average. That 29 degrees actually happened right at midnight last night. We've been rising through the night as southerly winds kick in. Today's averages are 46, 29, record 79 and 6. Trace of snow at Hopkins yesterday. 8,300ths of an inch of precip on the month. We're running a little bit below normal on the month and year, and we're going to set the sun at 7:33 tonight. Alright, so through today, temperatures are going to warm up nicely. Those greens, that's 50-plus degree air, moving into most of northern Ohio this afternoon, and then we cool back off a little bit this evening, and you can see more cold moving in from the northwest. That's as a cold front approaches tonight. And that could bring a few showers this evening, although it shouldn't be too big of a deal. So there's the breakdown of that today. Not too many clouds until we get to later in the day, and then maybe a very late afternoon shower west of town. Better chances will be this evening. They'll just be passing. Don't expect a washout tonight, but you will need the rain gear just in case if you go out. Highs in the low to mid-50s today with very strong southwesterly winds, especially late this morning into this afternoon. Temperatures tonight fall back towards freezing. All right, now looking ahead on our big picture forecast maps, you can see the cold air filtering in tonight into tomorrow. We really only get grazed by the cold air, but it will cool off from today's numbers. Now, what we're watching for Sunday night is some energy is going to dig over the southern plains, and it's going to be cold enough over our region for snow. So the big question is, will this energy gather and move our way? Right now, the general consensus seems to be this ridge is really going to build strongly. So that's going to really force the energy to dig really far south into Texas and even northern Mexico. This cold air is actually going to lift out a little bit by the time we get towards Sunday night and Monday. This is Sunday evening. But this energy is going to be digging so far south that I'm not sure it's really going to be able to take off. Now, there will be a nice flow from the Gulf of Mexico for an extended period of time this weekend, so someone could see a lot of precipitation. But right now, it looks like with this energy digging so far south that the bulk of any heavier precipitation, and in this case snow, would probably be south of northern Ohio. But it's something to keep in mind. It looks like a graze job right now, especially in our southern counties. Hopefully not a ton of snow. Right now it doesn't look that way. Now, as we head into next week, we get at least a 1 or 2 day warm shot Tuesday into Wednesday. Our models are varying with how quickly they bring in this next system and the cold air with it. This model only shows about a 1 day warm up on Tuesday and then cools us off by Wednesday. Other models show us being much warmer on Wednesday, which is actually what I'm going with. Now, here's the good news. We do cool back off for Thursday and Friday of next week. But as we look at the whole continent, it's still very cold to the north, but there's a trough trying to build on the west coast. And usually when that happens, when there's a trough over the western U.S., it gets warm in the eastern U.S. So it would kind of flip this pattern, because here there's warmth in the Rockies and cold in the east, but this cold is trying to dig into the west. So if that happens, we might actually get a more prolonged warm-up. Not in the next week, but it would be the week after that, and it would be long overdue if you ask me. All right, now 7-day forecast time. Chance of rain tonight. Most areas will probably see a passing shower or two this evening as a cold front moves through, and then tomorrow's a little cooler. Could be a leftover snowflake in the morning, especially downwind of Lake Erie, but that'll be about it. By the afternoon, we'll warm back into the low to mid 40s. Sunday, we're even colder yet and cloudier as moisture tries streaming in from the south, and that moisture could yield some snow Sunday night, especially in our southern counties. Right now, this looks like a gray's job, but when you have such a prolonged flow off the Gulf of Mexico, you need to watch because someone could get a lot of precipitation right now that looks to be to our south. And then St. Patrick's Day, we should be dry by then, if we even see much Sunday night, which right now it's, again, just looking like some light snow, mainly to the south. 30 on Monday, so very cold for any festivities. Tuesday, we start warming up. Wednesday, chance of rain, one more warm day, and then Thursday, we cool back off a little bit. But I'm hoping at some point, maybe 10 days out, we do get a better warm-up. All right, again, I'm Jim Sullivan. Thanks for watching. Check us out again tomorrow.